Hi, this is Anna, and you're on the Crochetclubstore channel. Recently, my friend had a baby girl, and I wanted to make something truly special for her. Of course, crochet sneakers were my first choice, as they are my main product. But I wanted to add something even cuter and more functional to the gift, and with a personal touch. So I thought, what if I make a soft sweater for the little one with her name embroidered on it? It will not only be a useful gift, but also a sweet, personalized piece. And so, in search of ideas, I went to Etsy. So, I searched on Etsy for a sweater with the baby's name, and here's the search result. Look at these results. Popular now, and one more. These are all sweaters with the name embroidered on them. And nowhere here did I find a crochet pattern for such a sweater. So, these are all ready-made sweaters, and they're all knitted. So I decided to create my own description and crochet a sweater like this, which I will later embroider. It needs to be easy to crochet, and it should be stretchy because babies grow fast. At the same time, the fabric should allow for embroidery here. Look how it turned out. I even tried the first version of the sweater on my friend's baby after I crocheted it. So, as for the size of this sweater, it's crocheted for a baby approximately from 0 to 3 months old. The height of the sweater is 24 centimeters or 9.5 inches. The width is 27 centimeters or 10.7 inches. And the sleeves are about 14 centimeters. The neckline, if you're curious, is about 14 centimeters or 5.5 inches. I tried this sweater on my friend's baby, who was 3 months old at the time, but he's quite big, and it fit perfectly, both in terms of the neckline, width, and length. This sweater is for a baby approximately 0-3 months old. Since it's stretchy, it can also fit babies of a slightly older age. We'll start crocheting with the sleeve. It's smaller, but this way, we can practice all the main stitches. Our main stitch is the half double crochet in the back loop only. So, everything here is crocheted with half double crochets in the back loop. For the cuffs, the ribbing at the bottom of the sweater, and the neckline, we'll crochet with slip stitches in the back loop. This creates a nice stretchy fabric. So, for crocheting the sweater, we will need yarn. I used Eli's Cotton Gold, which has 330 meters or 361 yards per 100 grams. The hook size for this yarn is 3.5 millimeters. I used a tulip hook, scissors, and a thick needle. The link to all the materials will be in the video description. Now, I take the yarn and pull it from the center of the ball. That's my trick so the ball doesn't roll around. So, we make 30 for chains. Make a slip knot, and then 30 for chains. We've made 30 for chains. And now we go into the second stitch from the hook. The stitch on the hook doesn't count. First, second, into the second stitch, we make one slip stitch. And then make 7 more. In total, we should have 8 slip stitches. This will be the cuff of the sleeve. Next, we crochet 25 half double crochet stitches in the back loop only. And we continue until the end of the row. Meet me here. So, we've crocheted all the half double crochet stitches to the end of the row. Now, we make 2 chain stitches, turn the work. Yarn over. In the back loop only, we crochet 25 half double crochet stitches. And we'll meet here once we've crocheted all 25 half double crochet stitches. Now, we've finished the half double crochet stitches and we continue by crocheting 8 slip stitches for the cuff. 1, 2, 3. Don't pull the stitches too tight, crochet loosely. Be sure to count, because it's easy to miss the last stitch. Here it is. We've finished to the end. And now, here we will make an additional element. We crochet 8 slip stitches, and then return to the same spot. Make 1 chain stitch, turn the work, and crochet 8 slip stitches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, we make another 1 chain, turn again, and into the same spot, we crochet 8 more slip stitches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, we've created this additional element to make the cuff not too tight. Now, we crochet the 3rd row. We make 1 chain, turn the work, and crochet 8 slip stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, we need to crochet half double crochet stitches, but to avoid a hole here, we take the turning stitch, put it on the hook, yarn over, and crochet half double crochet into the next stitch. Like this, no hole is created, and we continue crocheting 24 more half double crochet stitches to the end of the row. Meet me here. So, we've finished the 3rd row, crocheted 25 half double crochet stitches. And now we make 2 chains. Turn the work, and start crocheting the 4th row. We crochet 25 double crochet stitches. So, we crochet the 4th row with 25 half double crochet stitches in the back loop only. We'll crochet it by your own, and we'll meet here, near the cuff. So, let's continue crocheting the 4th row. We've crocheted 25 half double crochet stitches in the back loop, and now we crochet the cuff. Just crochet 8 slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We make one chain, turn the work, and start the 5th row. In the 5th row, we crochet 8 slip stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 25 half double crochet stitches in the back loop only. Continue crocheting by yourself, and we'll meet here at the end of the 5th row. So, we've finished crocheting the 5th row. Now, we make 2 chains, turn the work, and crochet 25 half double crochet stitches in the back loop only. We'll meet here, at the cuff. I'll show you once more. Here, we'll crochet an additional rows, cuff rib repeat. So, crochet 25 half double crochet stitches in the back loop only by yourself. And we'll meet here. So, we've finished the 6th row up to the cuff. And crochet 8 slip stitches. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, we crochet 2 additional rows, as I've called it the cuff rib repeat, between the 6th and 7th rows. Make 1 chain stitch, turn the work, and crochet 8 slip stitches. Make 1 chain, turn the work, and crochet 8 slip stitches. Make 1 chain, turn the work, and start crocheting the 7th row. Let me show you once more closely. We insert the hook into the stitch, the 2nd stitch from the hook, and crochet 8 slip stitches. Five, 6, 7, 8. Then, we grab the turning stitch here, see it? Insert the hook here. Yarn over. Insert hook into the next stitch of the row, yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and crochet all 4 loops on the hook. Make 1 half double crochet again. And then continue crocheting half double crochet stitches to the end of the 7th row. Pause the video and crochet it by your own. So, we've finished crocheting the 7th row. Now, I think the crochet technique is becoming clear to you. Next, we make 2 chains, turn the work, and crochet half double crochet stitches to the cuffs. In this row, between the 8th and 9th rows, we don't crochet 2 additional rows, but between the 9th and 10th rows, we do. So, we alternate. Here, we didn't make the cuff rib repeat, but we did later. Didn't make it. Made it. Here's the additional part. It looks thicker. Then, you can finish crocheting the sleeve by yourself. The total width should be 24 rows. Now, the description will appear here, and you can pause the video and crochet on your own. I will write exactly as in my pattern, showing where to crochet the additional rows in the cuff between which rows. This is how we crochet the sleeve of our sweater. At the same time, we'll take measurements later and see if you're hitting the gauge. You're also learning to crochet additional rows, which will be useful later. Pause the video, check the description here, and crochet the sleeve to the end. I'll meet after the 24th row. So, we've crocheted 24 rows. Here it is, and it ends here at the cuff. Before cutting the yarn, which I haven't cut yet, we need to take some measurements that we should get. First of all, the most important measurement is the width. Here at the top, it should be 20 centimeters or 8 inches. Next, we measure the width at the cuff area, which should be 12 centimeters or 4.7 inches. And then the height, which should be 15 centimeters or 6 inches. Now, if your measurements are about the same or differ by less than 20%, it's fine, meaning you've hit the correct gauge and can continue crocheting exactly as per my instructions to get the right size. But if your measurements differ by more than 20% from the ones I've given, it means you didn't hit the correct gauge, and you'll need to adjust something. You could either use thicker or thinner yarn, change the hook size, crochet tighter, or more loosely. Let me know in the comments what your results are, what problems you encountered, and I'll try to answer and help everyone. If you've got the correct gauge, crochet the second sleeve exactly the same, because we need 2 sleeves for the sweater. If you liked this video, please like it and leave comments. If the video gets more than 200 likes, I'll record the continuation and upload it for everyone as soon as possible. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any new videos. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.